CherieHanson here. It's Thursday, March 6th, and I know what day it is. So it was already a success for me. I know what day it was and what day of the week. Yes, I'm already winning. I wanted to talk a little bit today about the furiousness of what is going on in the world right now. When you lack the ability to observe yourself, you're in the two choices category. I'm either right or I'm wrong. I'm either good or I'm bad. We get into a place where we can't see ourselves because all we're looking for is a performance score, a skull actually, the skull that's performing. So we are in a time right now where it's very anxious. It's a very anxious inducing time. There's a lot of background stress going on, and what I mean by this is two things. There is the stress coming in from the trauma that is in every cell in your being from your ancestors. There is the trauma that is coming in because the earth is unstable. Earthquakes are going off. Fires are happening. Wars look like they're going to be becoming more intensified and more destructive to vaster areas of land. And so we're kind of sitting like, I have an image that comes to me with this. You know, when you see a YouTube video of a little old 90-year-old person who's going up a mountainside and they've got this massive burden that they're carrying. And you're looking at them and going, oh my God, look at them. They're bent over. It's a steep climb. And every single day, we get another weight put on that burden that we're carrying. The first one that we all carry is the wounding we got in our childhood, because we know that 97% of everything you think comes from under the age of 7, which is so interesting. It's like trying to drive when you hit a wildebeest and it's still on your windshield. I can't see. All I can see is the thing that happened in the past. It's blocking my vision. And we also are in a place where, because we're so deeply attached to outside validation, we are running around trying to be right or correct. And I'll talk a little bit about why that happens. I mean, I'm sure you've heard it before, but let's just drill in. Sit still. Don't move. We want to be right because we're simple. We're simple creatures. We still have the ancestral memory of going out into the berry patch and eating the white berries and being deadly ill. So if I know what I'm doing, if I am correct in the way I choose my actions, then I won't die horribly in a berry patch. If I know which part of the river to cross, then I will make it to the other side and I won't be swept away into death and turbulence and death. So we're very, very hardwired to seek certainty, to make sure that we are right in our decisions. And so the criteria for being right in the last how many 100 years we've been in this patriarchy, pyramid, consumerist, underworld reality. This is being right becomes everything. But the problem with that is we were right about cooking with beef tallow. We were right about cooking with butter. No, we weren't. Butter's no good. No, we have to use margarine. No, margarine's no good. Let's go back to butter. No, it has to be a certain kind of butter. And as I look over my life, I think about how many things I have. I would just call them, it's like doors of reality. You're going down this long hallway and it's like, oh, I'm in another reality. Oh, I'm in another reality. And so scientific knowledge shifts. The concept of the correct paradigm to live in, what the paradigm looks like, shifts. Everything changes. They're constantly finding out that the things that we believed in the past are not true. Now, how the hell are you going to hold on to a sense of being right in the midst of all of this? And what I have to say is I get an image in my mind of when I used to be a dancer and I had dance teachers. If you're so rigidly committed to being right, you can't stretch that leg or that arm or your back. It's just going to crack off. So being rigid, being incapable of shifting and accepting new findings, new truths, is the way we protect ourselves now. And of course, as in everything, it's exactly the opposite of the way I was trained. It's like I was a lion and they trained me to stand on a stool and they're going, no, we want you to lay flat on the floor, not stand on the stool. And they go, what am I supposed to do now? You're supposed to climb the bars, hang from the top, the ceiling. And like, what am I supposed to do now? And so we're in this place of constantly being lost. The only thing I can liken it to is when I was in Paris and I was following my Google Maps and it kept telling me I was going the wrong direction. I'm going and it says you're 10 minutes away. And then it goes, no, you're 28 minutes away. And I'm going, how can I be 28 minutes away? And so this is the reality we have to accept right now. Am I sure that what I think is true is actually true? No. And I can tell you that in the 60s, when I had some experiences with acid, I found that out. I found out that color is layers and that a wall was full of movement and there were fields of flow going on when I'm looking at a rock. So I did come to see and understand that when I was 20. And that does kind of help me now in the place we are now, because I understand about energy. I understand about the shifting. I understand about the hallucinogenic quality of normal. Normal is a mass hallucination. That's all it is. There are 6 million people in this country, and we're all hallucinating that this thing is a good thing. And soon it will change. So, as I often say to myself, muscle up, buttercup. Muscle up. We have to be very, very strong in believing that we are capable of adapting, of shifting, of finding out something new. And our first reaction when we hear something new is to be curious. It's not to be like a 5-year-old. Your mom tells you you're supposed to do this before you go to school. You need to put your coloring book in your backpack, and your response is, no, I didn't think of that. I don't want to do it. So just because you didn't think of it doesn't mean it's not true. Hey, can I say that again? Just because this is the first time you have been introduced to this idea does not mean it is a lie. So we stay in a place that I call the wait and see room. I'm just waiting in the wait and see room to see what is happening. Is there evidence that's going to be happening for this? I mean, the first time that I heard that 72 hours of fasting produces stem cells in your body, and then those stem cells go in and heal things, I'm just going, what? Because I had always assumed that there was the way you were born and that you were rigged out and you were kind of like a car coming off of a production line. But no, that is not what we're finding out. We're not finding out even who I am, my health, my configuration, my bone mass density, the way I think, all of it is being designed by my choices. That does not mean I am death-like, berserker, blue face, going to die for it about things that I used to believe or that we didn't even know yet. So, like my dance training taught me, what you do when you're being asked to stretch is you breathe into that leg, you breathe into your back, you breathe into your arms, and you loosen them up. And that is called grounding. We owe it to everybody we know to not be one of, the superhero villains or the ugly stepsisters or the horrendous evil stepmother or the prison keeper. We owe it to everybody we see in every day to keep ourselves grounded because we're being asked so much of ourselves right now. This is a massive shift. It's kind of like you went into the dentist and you were going to have your teeth cleaned, and then he informed you that you have 5 teeth that need to be pulled out. It's like, no, I didn't sign up for that. We have 5 beliefs that are going to come out of your jaw, and we're going to rip them out right now. Just like, no. And I can say that the thing that really helps me a lot is to acknowledge it's too much. Yes, it's too much. Yes, it's too fast. Yes, you're asking a lot of me when you're asking me to be a grown ass adult. When you're saying it's your job to stay in compassion and love and to stay calm and to take care of yourself. Nobody outside of you is ever going to kiss it better. I've come to understand that now. They can't kiss it better. The only person who can take care of you as you go through this rapid growth spurt, it's like going to sleep when you were an adolescent and waking up 2 inches taller. I ache everywhere. My God, what's happening in my bones? If it were a sci-fi film, you'd get it right away. We're being transformed. We are being asked to step up, to keep our vibration high. And what I keep saying to my clients is, keep that kite in the air, baby. Don't let somebody else pull it down. Don't let somebody else make you afraid and angry and hateful. You are the driver of your stretch limo. So put your hands on the wheel, set your intentions, do your breathing work, do your meditation, do anything you need to prepare yourself to go through this horrific transition we're all being asked to live right now. And the thing that I take so much comfort in, I'm just an evil person, is everybody's feeling it. It's not just me. Everybody's like, oh my God. And it makes me settle down a little bit, because then it's not like, oh, Thor decided to hate me and pick me out especially. It's not especially yours. We all are going through this. So, slow it down, do your breath work, do your meditation, do your visualization. Take care of your body so well, so well. This layers of stress as we climb up the hillside keeps getting heavier and heavier. And so we have to be aware of that as we go. Do we need to be right? No. Right now is a time to just say, what the hell? What is this? What's happening? And keep yourself grounded. Thank you so much to the people who are subscribing. Please subscribe. And when you subscribe and do a thumbs up or a nice comment, it drives my YouTubes up higher in the whatever magical universe exists out there. And then somebody who is sitting at home thinking that they're somehow blighted and doing everything wrong can find some, just some compassion for themselves and get some instructions about how to go through this without having your leg broken off at the thigh. We don't want that. We don't want that. Get a hold of me if you would like a life coaching session. I can help. I have so much wisdom stored up because I have been such an idiot in my life. How many lessons did I get? Oh, all of them. Every single one of them, yeah. And I can help you formulate for yourself who you're becoming and how you want to live in your life. And I say this always from the bottom of my beating hexagonal heart. Thank you. I appreciate you.